Okay, let's be real for a second. When was the last time you actually told someone how you felt? And I don't mean sending a red heart emoji or typing vibes under a sunset photo. I mean using actual specific razor-sharp words to describe the weird, heavy, or electric feeling vibrating in your chest. Probably not recently, right? We've become absolute experts at the emoji lobotomy. We take these massive, swirling, complex human emotions and we perform surgery on them until they're small enough and sanitized enough to fit into a single pixel. It's efficient, sure, but it's also kind of terrifying. Think about syntax anxiety. You know that mini heart attack you get when someone texts you a sentence that ends with a period? Just a regular, grammatical, innocent period. Suddenly, you're spiraling. Are they mad? Is this a breakup? Why are they being so formal? In 2026, we've optimized our language so much that a basic dot has become a declaration of war. We're living in a world governed by algospeak, where we say unilive instead of death just to keep the automated censors happy. We're literally sanitizing our own existence to avoid being flagged. We think we're saving time, but we're actually just deleting the nuance. We've traded the messy, beautiful, cathedral-like architecture of human speech for a drive-through menu of pre-selected vibes. We aren't communicating anymore. We're just reacting. And if you think this is just about being lazy with your thumbs, wait until you see what it's doing to your soul. Because 2,500 years ago, people didn't see words as shortcuts. They saw them as a way to tune into the literal frequency of the universe itself. So let's go back, way back, before the character limits, the auto-replies, and the predictive text. Let's talk about the Greeks and a guy named Heraclitus. He had this concept called logos. Now, if you look up logos in a modern dictionary, it'll tell you it means word or reason, boring, right? But to the ancients, it was so much bigger than that. It was the hidden harmony of the entire universe. Imagine the world as this giant, hyper-complex orchestra. Every star, every ocean wave, every human heartbeat is playing a specific note. Heraclitus believed that when you speak with logos, you aren't just sending data packets. You're actually aligning your soul with the frequency of reality. It's like tuning a guitar. If you find the exact right word for a feeling, you aren't just labeling it, you're bringing it into harmony with the rest of existence. The Greeks viewed a well-chosen word like a perfectly tuned string on a lyre. It had weight, it had resonance, it had power. Now, compare that to how we live today. We don't use language to expand our souls into the divine. We use it to fit into an algorithm. We compress our thoughts until they're small enough to be swallowed by a 15-second TikTok window or a catchy headline. We've lost the tuning fork. Instead of trying to find the hidden harmony, we're just trying to get the highest engagement. But here's the part that totally blew my mind. If you lose the tuning fork, you don't just lose the music. You eventually lose the ability to hear it all. We think we're just being efficient with our words, but we're actually shrinking the boundaries of what we're even capable of feeling. We're becoming tone deaf to the music of our own lives. This brings us to the most uncomfortable realization of the day. There was a philosopher named Ludwig Wittgenstein who famously said, "The limits of my language mean the limits of my world." I actually had to put his book down for an hour after I first read that. Just sit with it for a second. If your vocabulary for life is reduced to cringe, fire, and toxic, you physically lose the capacity to feel the 50 shades of awe, melancholy, or bittersweet longing that exist outside those labels. If you don't have a word for a feeling, your brain eventually stops registering the feeling itself. It's like living in a world where you only have 3 crayons, red, blue, and yellow, and trying to appreciate a masterpiece painted in 1,000 different hues of violet, indigo, and gold. You literally can't see it. Hannah Arendt, another powerhouse philosopher, called these standardized codes of expression a shield. She argued that using viral memes and stock phrases isn't just connecting, it's a defense mechanism. It's thought-stopping by using a cliché. You don't have to do the hard, painful, beautiful work of original thinking. You're just hitting a pre-programmed button. And here's the intellectual shock. You aren't lonely because you're alone. You're lonely because you've become so generic that there's nothing unique left of you for anyone else to find. You've auto-completed your personality, you're becoming a ghost in a machine of your own making, a predictable variable in someone else's profit equation. If an algorithm can predict your next sentence, can it also predict your next emotion? Probably. because you've given it the blueprints. You've narrowed your world until it fits inside a search bar. We're being auto-completed into ghosts. And the scariest part? We're the ones hitting accept all suggestions every single morning. Okay, so how do we haunt the system? How do we stop being variables and start being humans again? It's time for some semantic rebellion. First, let's talk science. Dr. Lisa Feldman Barrett has done some incredible research on something called emotional granularity. It turns out people who have a large emotional vocabulary, people who can distinguish between frustration, irritation, and existential dread instead of just saying they feel bad, are actually significantly healthier. They have better stress regulation, higher resilience, and lower rates of depression. Having more words for your feelings is literally a biological buffer against the world. It's a superpower. So here's your first life hack. The no adjective challenge for the next 24 hours. Try to describe your day without using generic filler words like good, bad, or amazing. Use verbs that bite. Instead of saying a movie was fine, say it haunted you or it stagnated in your mind. Go on a linguistic time travel mission. Look up words from other languages that don't have an English equivalent. Like Sehnsucht, that deep incurable longing for a far-off home you've never actually been to, or mono no aware, the beautiful sad awareness of the transience of all things. When you learn a new word for a feeling, you're literally expanding the territory of your soul. You're reclaiming land that the algorithm tried to pave over. It's not just about being fancy or academic with your speech, it's about refusing to be a predictable, sanitized version of yourself. It's about taking back your logos and refusing to let your world be small. We've been taught that efficiency is a virtue, faster communication, faster connection, faster life. But efficiency is often the death of intimacy. A fast conversation is often a dead one. If I can guess exactly what you're going to say before you even say it, why am I even talking to you? I might as well be talking to a chatbot. And honestly, most of us are acting like chatbots lately. We're scrolling through 200 posts a day and remembering absolutely none of them because they were all written in the same optimized language that bypasses our brains and goes straight to our dopamine receptors. Tonight, I want to give you a challenge. When you're about to reply to a text or when you're thinking about how your day went, stop. Don't reach for the heart emoji. Don't use the first vibey word that pops into your head. Think about that one specific weird, unpredictable word that describes exactly how you feel right now. A word the algorithm would never expect you to say. Reclaim your logos? Because the moment you say something unpredictable is the moment you become real again. Stop being auto-completed. The world is so much bigger than the menu of options you've been given on a screen. You just need the words to see it. It's time to break the script and start speaking for yourself. Thanks for exploring the dark corners of the soul with me today. Now go out there and say something that makes the system glitch. I'll see you in the next one.